Hey guys, welcome to another episode of WoW Weekly with Myst. For this week, we have Time Walking. The Legion version will be available this week, and since it's the first time it will be out, it's going to last 2 weeks. So you'll hear that whole speech again in next week's episode. And yeah, so you can get a mount worth 5,000 badges. Also, the Mage Tower is going to be in effect. And if you're going after Paragon caches, there's going to be that bonus 50% to your rep. We also have PvP Brawl, Temple of Hopmogu. My favorite battleground right there, so really good one. We'll also have Wanderers Festival, which will be available on Tuesday. So the festival, what it is it's held out in Pandaland at Cressring Wilds. And basically at midnight on December 7th, you can attend the opening and closing ceremony of it, which awards you a 10-point achievement. And there's also a battle pet you can get that is the Wanderers Festival Hatchling. While it is an event that comes around once a year, it's actually an event that you don't have to wait a year for. This will occur every Sunday. They just still have the event. So it's there. Basically just means for this week, you could try 2 days, but every Sunday you can actually do this. So yeah, if you miss the event, not a biggie. Also on Thursday, we'll have pet leveling in WoD. It's not the power pet level. It's just the regular one, but it's still pretty good levels. So roughly 4 battles will get you a pet from 1 to 25. And we have Dark Moon Fair that is going on. The anniversary event will be done by the time this video goes out, unless they decide to extend it within the time I finish recording this to posting it. But I don't think they're gonna. Usually if they extend something, they don't leave it so last minute. So I think it will actually be done. And but you will still have the Dark Moon Fair buff of 10% for the rest of the week. And those are the events for this week. As for goals and accomplishments, now this is quite the list. I did so much this week, and I got so much this week. So prepare for a list of items here. So the first one was out in Mechagon. I'm still trying to get that toy off of the Rusty Prince in the alternate Mechagon. And I didn't get that, but Vaultbot had spawned out there. And so I went to get him, and I finally got that armored Vaultbot pet. So that was really cool. Second accomplishment is the tame. I did put a video out on it, but Dune Gorger can be tamed, and so I had noticed in my bags on a hunter alt that I was playing that I had the item to tame undead, so I went and did that. I will link the video to that at the end of this video if you guys are interested. Unfortunately, if you didn't see that video a few days ago, then you've missed him, because he won't be there this week. So you would have to wait 6 weeks, but at least you'd know, I guess. Another thing is I got the alpaca soul. So minor little accomplishment. It's not a soul I'm gonna use, but I like to collect them all. Also, some mounts I got, and I got 3. And all 3 of them have been mounts I've been farming for a long time. And when I say a long time, I'm talking years. So the first one was the High Mountain Moose. And yeah, got that out of the Paragon cache. So that was really cool. The second mount was the Sapphire River Beast. So this is a mount drop from Silithide. He's out in Talador, out in Wad. And he's been one I've been going after for a while. He can be a tough one to spot because his spawn timer is 12 to 28 hours. So he can definitely be a little rough. And then the other one was the Great Grey Tusk, which is another WoD mount out in Frostfire and drops off of Gorok. And he's a shorter spawn timer, but still a long spawn timer. You know, he's just shorter than 12 to 28 hours. But that one's a 5 to 16 hour spawn timer. And then also the anniversary event. You guys might remember that I said that I was sticking around after the mount. I wanted to get every single transmog. I accomplished that. On Thursday, I looted the final transmog. So I was pretty happy. My final one that I needed was the male waist piece. Like the last two was like a week of farming. I'd pretty much had all of them a week prior, except for the gun and the male waist piece. And I'd looted the gun, and then it was like 3 days of trying to get the male belt, and finally got it. The next accomplishment was rep. So I am more or less caught up in Shadowlands. Every rep is at Exalted, except I'm still working on my rank 5 to rank 6. Archivist, I had hit rank 5 last week. So I gotta focus that. I'm gonna wait a bit on that. I really don't want to do more of that right now. But aside from that, everything is caught up. So yeah, so that is awesome. So since we had the rep buff last week, what I did is I focused this achievement that I've been wanting to do for years. So I had put a lot of effort into it during the Pilgrim Week, but I still had to farm more items for it, and I finished it all off when Dark Moon rolled around this past couple of days. Yeah, so for one day we had a 27% rep buff, and I took advantage of that. I went and finished off the reps. So the achievement that I did, and I'm going to do a video on this, but the achievement I did is Heroes of Shat. This is an achievement that back in the day I didn't know existed. And when BC came out, I had picked Scryers. And so I've been exalted with Scryers for forever, I've been exalted for over 10 years with Scryers. So it was a little tough to give it up, but to do this achievement, what you have to do is you get exalted with one, and then you rip that rep. And you go and get exalted with the other. Rumor is that you have to do it on the same character. I didn't want to chance it. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll just do it on the druid. So I did that, and that one was a tough one. I had pretty much all of this stuff to do it, but getting from hated to neutral was a lot of work. A lot of grinding, and yeah. So, like I said, I am going to be putting out a video shortly on that for anyone else that wants to do it. But yeah, it's a feat of strength that's worth 0 points. It's just something that you do if you want to, just kind of have those bragging rights. But yeah, I was really happy to get that done. And I've saved the best for last. This is an item that I really never thought I would loot. And I looted it this week. And that is Sira's extra cloak. This is a toy I have been grinding Warden's Rep for forever. And funny part is I almost didn't even open the box. I didn't even realize it was in my bags. I thought I opened it earlier. And yeah, and I just saw it in my bags and I just opened the box. And there it was. So that was really cool. This is one I've been going after like pretty much nonstop since Legion. Sira's Cloak felt like a worse drop than the mounts. So I was really hyped to get this. One more accomplishment that I thought I would add is yesterday we had the Dark Moon buff of, 27%, which ran into this morning. I decided since we haven't really had a 27% leveling one, it's been rep pretty much most of the time. Leveling wasn't really part of it, aside from the 17%, of course. So I thought I'd focus a hunter that I wanted to level up. And so I got that hunter from 22 to 46 last night. So that was really cool. Yeah, it was super fast levels. Yeah. And, for a portion of it, I had war mode on as well. I had it off when I was leveling with someone, but then once we stopped leveling together, I threw war mode on, and yeah, so yeah, it was pretty good. So I might actually get that hunter to 60 maybe sometime soon here. And that is my accomplishments. My plan this week is just to kind of chill. I did a lot this past week, so I'm just going to chill, relax, and WoW. So no goals this week. And with that said, let's get to news. So last week in WoW Weekly, I had mentioned that there was a red tint for the Gladiator mount that wasn't being used. They have decided to use that red tinted one for the Season 3 Gladiator mount, so that is going to actually be the color. We have some more mounts for 9.2 to show off this week. So this is the Desert Wing Hunter, the mod-adapted Raptora, and the Raptora Swooper. We also have the Genesis Crawler, the Ineffable Skitterer, and the Pteracnid Creeper. The Gold Plate Frog, the Patient Frog, and the Prototype Leaper, and the Russet Frog. There's also been a Pocopoc model. I think I'm saying that right. And basically, this is like a robot friend that you get, and you can do customizations to him. So these are his colors. There's lots of them. So this is just a few of the colors that you can change him to. There is a whack load, so yeah, there'll be lots of customization for this guy. Now, as far as what's his purpose, I don't know. Maybe he's just, I don't know. Maybe he's like how pets used to be, where he literally is just something that follows you around. We also learned this week that there's going to be a skip in 9.2 so that you can just bring your alts straight in there. I was actually really impressed to learn on this one because it usually takes them a while before they do a skip. So it's very, very interesting that they're like hopping right on it. I've never seen them put a skip out this quick before. And that pretty much calls it on the news. Diablo got some patch notes, so I am going to just link you the page so that you can go through all the patch notes. There's quite a bit. And that concludes this week's WoW Weekly. So I hope you enjoyed. Have fun this week in time walking and anything else you plan on doing. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.